Good afternoon. It's Emma from Scratch here. I'm delighted to be joined by the Katie Barnes and the KB Training Academy Head of Education, Mel Lewendon, today. And these lovely ladies are going to discuss everything about KB Educate. So guys, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having us.
No, thank you. How are you both?
Yeah, we're all right. Are you all right, Katie, darling?
Right, thank you. Yeah.
Amazing.
We're busy.
Very busy. Thank you for giving us your time. So excited to get started. So to kick off, could you just give us like an overview about the courses and what they involve and sort of go over?
So obviously KB Education, Katie Barnes Education's been around for a long time, like forever. And I've been kind of lucky enough to work alongside Katie for many years. Mm-hmm. So it kind of only was natural to kind of team up, and she asked me, and yeah, brilliant. So all these courses are what Katie has written over the years with a little bit of my adage in, added some bits in and move them about a bit. So they're nail and beauty courses. They can be delivered online or in person. Mm-hmm. They're bookable online. Amazing. And they all have a KB theory unit that needs to be completed before practicals. And yeah, there are just, you can do so many. There are so many on the website, so many courses. You can start from beginners right the way up to advanced. Mm-hmm. In everything. And you can have one-to-ones as well. And we've got educators all over the UK.
Wow, it sounds incredible. Yeah, because when I was looking at them on the website, there was like, you know, mani and pedi, acrylic, gel, refresher, one-to-one. Like, it was so much to choose from. So, you know, it's really a great option for anyone that's looking to sort of educate themselves in the nail business. So, Mel, what exactly does your role involve in KB?
So I'm head of education. So I'm taking my role very seriously. Let me just say. Okay, so I have put my glasses on the end of my nose and I take my role very seriously. So I'm in charge of making sure that the courses are to a good standard and that they're kept up to date all the time. I'm also responsible for all the educators and for the students. So I am the first and last port of call for all the students. So they will come to me first and then I will talk to them. I am also the one that deals with all their theory. So all the theory side, all the online, all of that, I deal with that just so that our educators, when they actually get them for the practical, they're there, they can do that practical with them, and you know they're not losing any time out for theory. And working obviously alongside Katie, and making sure that KB Educate is accessible, making sure that we're covering everything, and making sure that we offer that professional education, which obviously you only come to expect from anything to do with Mrs. Clark.
So Katie, I believe you like handpicked and selected the educators like all yourself. So can you tell us a little bit about like who they are and their backgrounds?
Yeah, so first of all, there was Mel. So Mel and I worked together during lockdown I was so busy with the tool range that I didn't have the time to be able to offer any of the education online at that time during lockdown. So Mel came on board with that. And then this is where our KB Educate then sort of developed, and we then wanted to broaden that out. So we had other educators in different areas, so it's more accessible to people for travelling. And there are a couple of girls we've both worked with, I think, on times. Yeah. They are all previous students of mine, so they've all trained with me, as has Mel. And they're amazing nail techs. They've got the business experience as well, which we think is really important when you're teaching in this industry, to be able to share that as well. And one of the most important things to us as well was choosing educators that have an amazing personality. So the courses are, you know, the content of the course is really educational, it's up to date, but having somebody that is personable and also makes that learning fun, because when we go into the theory side of some of this, it can be quite long and can seem a little bit boring. So by having somebody that is fun and it just makes it a little bit more enjoyable, and it makes it more memorable as well, so you remember those things a little bit more. And this is why Mel has also headed the theory unit. So it's online. There's written work as well, isn't there, Mel? As well as videos as well. So as we all know, Mel is very personable. She makes things fun. And that's what's great about the unit as well, that it's Mel making learning fun.
Exactly.
I kind of took it from, I know I don't speak for everybody, but I know I'm the kind of person, I'm very practical and I learn by association. And my theory units are, I would say they've been melded. So I've broken it down. I've kind of changed the long words that for some people it's just too much. I'm making it relatable and understandable so that it's easy to understand, and that we're not kind of confusing people, because some people can't memorize huge amounts of information. Some people switch off. So we've just tried to, and obviously the educators are immense. They all know the theory units, that they can all deliver that theory in the classroom with them at the same kind of level, and they've all got access to all those theory units. So we're all kind of very much the same.
Amazing, sounds great. So we touched on that they do take place throughout the UK and online too. So where exactly are they in the UK, like in the person ones?
We've got Derby.
Derby. Yeah. And we've got Erin in Fareham.
Okay, yeah. Southwest. Amazing.
Yeah.
So,
I'm losing you. Hang on, what? I'm losing you both. Hang on.
That's all right.
Okay, you're back. Okay.
And then Joe is in Hertfordshire, East Barnet, so London. Yeah.
Amazing. So dotted all around the UK, which is great. So how long do the courses actually take to do?
It varies. It obviously depends on what you are wanting to do. Obviously, beginners courses are a lot longer. We tend to do any refresher courses. We can do them over kind of half a day, because again, the access to the theory is there beforehand. The other thing I need to mention as well is that the theory will be available for life.
Oh wow, that's
so
amazing.
We don't just disappear after this has happened. There are going to be some practical video elements added to that theory as well. So they've always got that. So yeah, it can take, depends how long it takes to do your theory to start with. Then we can get into booking those practical classes. You may have already booked on a date. Beginners classes, we like to do kind of, if it's a complete nail technician, then obviously that is right at the start of the journey. So nurturing that student is important. So that can take around about 6 months, isn't it, generally, over 7 to 8 sessions. It's 8 sessions, and we split that down into manageable sessions so that they can do case studies and things in between. So it really depends what you want to do. If you're refreshing conversion courses, because we haven't got to spend a whole day doing theory, because we can touch on it as we go along, because you will have already have done it.
Of course.
It kind of makes us be able to deliver solid practical, which I think is sometimes a little bit lacking in some courses, because you're trying to get the theory over at the same time. Various different time lengths for depending on what you want to do.
Thank you. So with that being said, are there like any prerequisites that you need to have, like when you join a course, or so?
Yeah. So again, it depends on what course you're doing. So for beginners courses, you won't need anything, because it is from the beginning. So we will set you off on your merry way. Conversion courses, obviously, you're going to need a qualification in whatever you're wanting to do or convert from. We do like, I mean, I don't know about you, Katie, but I do like my gel students to do a mani-pedi as well. Only because I think it's important that a mani-pedi is part of a gel. Looking after the natural nail. Anything you want to add, Katie? I keep talking and I'm frightened that you're sat there dying to jump in.
Your course, these are your courses now, aren't they? So all the info is all you really now. So no, that's spot on.
So we don't kind of, because obviously there is a stigma around short courses. And it is sending ripples through the industry a little bit. And what I want to do is to dispel that, because you can do a shorter course and you can get phenomenal education. Absolutely. And I've been doing it for years, Katie's been doing it for years, and we kind of know what it takes, and we know where we need to tailor things, we know where they need that extra time. And again, I think because the theory isn't there, it gives us that opportunity to really concentrate on those technical skills, but they will have that theory there.
Amazing.
And I think that's the thing, it's not then actually a one-day course, whilst it may appear a one-day course, or the practical work is one full solid day of practical. They've got the theory, which they could be doing at home. That could be, they could do that all in one day if or they could spend several weeks doing that unit, and each theory unit is tailored to each specific course as well. So if it's e-file, they're learning about the e-file and all the mechanics and all of that as well beforehand. Then they've got the actual practical unit. Then they have case studies to do afterwards and feedback, and are in touch with the educator and Mel post the course as well. So really, all in total, even a one-day course is potentially 3 or 4 days, or
massive. It's kind of about getting the students to take responsibility for their learning. And I think, as adult learners, we should be, taking that responsibility, and we're kind of giving it them and saying, right, this is what we need you to do. You do that in your time. And then obviously the case studies after. We're not going to rush people. We're not going to do that, because that's when people panic and that's when things don't go right. And, we want to support them. And we want to make sure that their journey is a good one, and that they leave with the same passion that obviously we all have for what we do.
Absolutely. I think I couldn't be more clear that, you guys really look after the students on the course, from the start with the theory unit right to the end, with the post-course sort of feedback and support. So, they never have to feel like they're, going out on it alone.
No.
And am I right in thinking there's beauty and business courses as well? It doesn't just stop at nail courses.
Yeah, there is. So I'm actually an award-winning beauty therapist. That's where I started my life. I was a world skills winner. So I've always loved beauty. I don't do much of it now, because obviously nails took over and took over my life. So I'm relaunching the beauty side of KB Educate, and we're going to bring some new treatments in, some of the more kind of up-to-date treatments. So definition brows, we are going to be launching brow lamination.
Wow.
Lash lift, and our lash lift course, I was delivering that online throughout lockdown with no issues. Because we do practical online. I've got a practical video that they'll have access to forever, so that they can always go back and watch that. We're going to be doing facials.
To recap on.
Yeah. So it's just like a recap. I just don't want them to ever go away thinking that, oh my God, that's it. I'm in the industry now. Yeah, how did, what was that? Yeah. How did I do that? So, the beauty courses. So we're going to be doing things like facials and massage, hot stone massage. So full beauty courses where you can do everything. And we've got the wonderful Joy and Joe, like lashes, classic lashes, Russian lashes. You need to go and look at Joe Duncan's work on lashes and Joy's on brows. They're just amazing, immaculate work. And they're going to be on board teaching that as well.
Incredible. Will they be online or in person, both?
I know that Joe at the moment, she's got a classic course on, but that's going to be in person.
Yeah.
I as yet need to talk to Joe and Joy about, you know, how they want to move forward with it, because obviously we listen to the educators as well. We want them to be comfortable teaching whichever way they want to teach, but I can't see that there would be a problem, Katie, do you, of doing it online at all, because we have delivered brow courses online before. So obviously with the Glow, it makes it super easy with the KB Glow, because we can put the Glow over the head. So it makes the overhead filming.
You were able to film the lash courses, weren't you, as well? And it's,
yes.
It's white, it's clean, and it's, you know, bright and focused. So you can see like directly head over view of the eyes.
And you can zoom in. And obviously, you know, we want the students set up to be right as well. So we will give full instructions of how we need that student to be, so that we have clear visual of every single thing they're doing.
Amazing. It sounds like world-class education to me, doesn't it? It just sounds like exactly what you need to really learn and, you know, become an expert in your craft, which you guys are. So thank you. Thank you so much for your time today. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you both all about Katie. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.